Well, I've seen a lot of changes since I lived here in East Austin. There was an era where things were really changing for the good of our community, and not knowing that these changes were going to be coming for the gentrifiers and not really to benefit us. We saw the wave of gentrification, but we didn't realize just how powerful that wave was. Gentrification has impacted me very negatively because at one time, my family, extended family members, all kind of lived together in the same area, but now no one can afford to kind of live here. When residents were forced to move to East Austin, most of the families bought their house between $2,000 and $8,000. Now the properties are worth, $250,000 to $400,000, and so you can only imagine the property taxes that when you used to pay $100, now you're paying thousands of dollars. I definitely believe that East Austin is losing its culture and its history. The final colonization of East Austin is moving out all the people of color, the poor and the working poor. Everything, small business that was owned by people of color just got obliterated with gentrification. Seeing our murals being whitewashed to advertise Ray-Ban sunglasses. And so I see the cultural aspect, definitely how, that's kind of been historical, one way to make sure that you're the founding conquest and that you erase the history of the people who lived there. It's not the open community that I grew up with. I had a friend that still lives on 11th Street. The Thomas is the only house still standing there by the Victory Grill that you see it. And he said, I was walking back home one day, and basically it's all whites now. And he said, and they were looking down at me like, what are you doing here? Who are you? Like I felt like he said, I felt like I was a stranger in my own neighborhood, and people were looking at me like I didn't belong there. He said, yet my family had been here for generations. He said, but that's how I felt. We're all on this path to create a better world and to create justice. And Poder is that vehicle that we've been using to address policy change, to address institutional racism. It's my experience, as a childhood and growing up and going to segregated schools that has led me to this path of fighting for justice. No matter how old I get or as I get older and forget things, I'll always remember what's important is the life and the love and the revolution and the liberation of the people. My dad always said, I grew up on this philosophy, Susana, respect everyone. I don't care if they're black, brown, white, yellow, or green. And I'd say, Dad, there's no green people. And he'd say, just in case they come, respect everyone.